Do you know how does a topper become a topper? Do they follow a random plan? Do they go in a messy way? My dear NEET aspirants, there are certain things which every topper, I would say 98% of the toppers follow, and that becomes the reason for their selection. That becomes the reason they are toppers. My dear NEET aspirants, if you want to come under AIR, I would say 1 to 100. Between this gap, my dear NEET aspirants, you are supposed to follow certain number of things, which I'm going to tell you in this particular video. Since you have started the preparation for NEET 2027, make sure each and every step you take, it has to be in a proper manner. It has to be in a proper way. You should have a proper plan. And my dear NEET aspirants, what are those things which you should not avoid so that you can become the topper in the upcoming time, my dear NEET aspirants? So this video is extremely important for all those serious NEET aspirants who have the aim to become the topper in the upcoming time in NEET 2027. Not just the selection, they want to reach the heights. They want to come under AIR 1 to 100. So for those students, my dear NEET aspirants, this video is extremely important. So make sure you smash the like button and make sure you do not miss anything I tell you in this particular video. What is a topper's secret method? Sir, is it difficult to implement what you are going to tell in this particular video? No, it is extremely easy to implement, my dear NEET aspirants. First thing is, my dear NEET aspirants, we have got 24 hours. Okay, we have got 24 hours. Everybody knows that we have got 24 hours. Okay, my dear NEET aspirants, utilize it wisely as much as you can. So first of all, do not waste any sort of time on different things like social media and all. This is a basic thing. Okay, now what is the first thing that every topper has? That is a disciplined plan. If you do not have the disciplined plan, then my dear NEET aspirants, forget about the selection, forget about becoming a topper. And what does this disciplined plan actually require? I would say rigorous study cycle. Okay, 75% of the aspirants have this. And when it comes to the second one, that is effective revision plan. First is rigorous study cycle, second is effective revision plan. And I would say 25% of the aspirants have this. Okay. And then, my dear NEET aspirants, I would say master at analysis. Only 15% of the students do it. And those students who reach this level, they are the toppers. They are the aspirants who actually become the topper. So only 15% of students in the entire category, we say, are master at analysis. I'll be explaining all the three, how you can do these and how you can implement these in your study cycle. First of all, what is rigorous study cycle, my dear NEET aspirants? Take a look. You are studying in a batch, like we are starting Phoenix 3.0 batch from first onwards, okay? You will have to study each and every single thing in a detailed manner. Every single thing has to be in a detailed manner. And then, my dear NEET aspirants, self-notes. Self-notes means the notes which teacher is teaching you inside the class. You have to make the notes of that, okay? And plus, I would say study plan. Proper. Okay. And then NCERT mastery. In the rigorous study cycle, all of these things must be done. The detailed lectures in the class. You have to take the notes of all the detailed lectures, okay? Then NCERT mastery. Then question practice, my dear NEET aspirants. And when it comes to the question practice, it must be done from NCERT. It must be PYQs and external, like Unacademy module is the best module that I can recommend. So this is, my dear NEET aspirants, I would say the rigorous study cycle. These are the only things you guys are supposed to do when it comes to the rigorous study cycle, when it comes to becoming a topper. Then, my dear NEET aspirants, you have got effective revision plan. When it comes to the effective revision plan, first and the foremost thing, once you are done with the chapter, you have to do the chapter-wise revisions. Because chapter-wise revisions are extremely important, that's why. So this is very important and this is what you guys are supposed to do. Once you're done with a certain portion, like 5-6 chapters, then you will have to come up with a comprehensive revision, and that is what we call the full syllabus revision. So in this effective revision, I would say you guys are supposed to first do what? I would say chapter-wise, unit-wise revision. And my dear NEET aspirants, every single thing, whatever you study, every single day, you will have to revise that also in the evening. That is also important. After that, a chapter-wise revision and comprehensive revision. And my dear NEET aspirants, these revisions must be target-based. Target-based revisions means, let's suppose if you have planned, I'll have to finish this chapter in this day. You'll have to basically organize it initially. You'll have to basically allot the time to this chapter, to that chapter, to that chapter initially. That is what we call target-based revision. Like you have to finish this much, this much, this much in this amount of time. That is what we call the target-based revision. Okay. Like it is mentioned over here, we say allocate time in advance. Okay. Finish, my dear NEET aspirants. Let's suppose you are thinking that I'll have to finish this chapter in the 2 hours. Try to finish this in 1.5 hours only. Okay. So allocate the time in advance. And allocate the number of questions. How many number of questions you guys are supposed to do from that particular chapter. That is also. And then, my dear NEET aspirants, analysis. Then, my dear NEET aspirants, analysis. Means after every reading, I would say test and revision must be done. This is very important. I would say third thing, that is analysis. Once you are done with this studying and all, once you're done with the revision, then tests must be done. Okay. And in this analysis, my dear NEET aspirants, 3 things you guys are supposed to do. You will have to identify the weak areas. Let's suppose in the test, you couldn't solve the question from a particular topic. You'll have to figure that out. Which topic is that? You will have to push your limits. If you couldn't solve the questions from that topic, why? You'll have to figure that out. You'll have to basically go for, I would say, more questions on that particular topic. My dear NEET aspirants, it is going to build your confidence, that is for sure. So make sure you implement this, my dear NEET aspirants. This is the ultimate secret, okay? And my dear NEET aspirants, we say, a lot of people say, motivation. I would say toppers never run out of motivation, okay? Toppers find motivation in small things, okay? Toppers don't stop. So my dear NEET aspirants, implement these in your study cycle. My dear NEET aspirants, you are going to become the topper, that is for sure. Now we are coming up with the Phoenix 3.0. Phoenix 3.0 batch, which is starting from 1st of July onwards. Okay. Sorry, 1st of August. 1st August. Okay. Make sure you join this. Link is in the description below. I don't want you guys to miss out any of the lectures because you can see the level of content we provide in these lectures. Okay. So link is in the description below. You can click onto that link and you can join it. Okay. See you guys in the batch itself because I don't want you guys to miss out any of the lectures out there because then the backlogs will happen. Okay. We'll be having a lot of backlogs in the upcoming time, which will create a lot of chaos in your preparation. That's why. So if you are planning to take a batch, then I would recommend you to take it as soon as possible, my dear NEET aspirants. Okay. So take care and bye-bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.